golden plains of southern Africa in the 11th century, where the sun sets like molten fire, painting the horizon in hues of gold and crimson. Among these rolling landscapes, a civilization begins to emerge, one that will etch its name in the annals of history as Great Zimbabwe, a kingdom destined to rise from the earth, both in spirit and stone. Legend tells of a visionary leader, a unifier, who saw the potential in the fertile lands near the Shashe and Limpopo rivers. Here, amidst lush savanna and hills, they began to gather people, uniting scattered communities under one banner. The kingdom thrived on the back of innovation and trade. Its foundations were not just built on land, but on the spirit of collaboration and ingenuity. This is the tale of Great Zimbabwe, a kingdom that rose to prominence and became a symbol of wealth, power, and human resilience. It was the 11th century, a time when scattered communities lived along the fertile lands near the Limpopo and Shashe rivers. These lands were bountiful, providing sustenance for both people and livestock, and they harbored something even more precious: gold. It was here that the ancestors of the Shona people began to unite, forging bonds of kinship and cooperation. They built not just a community, but the foundations of a state that would thrive for centuries. At first, life was simple, with people relying on cattle herding and agriculture, but they were ambitious. They realized that their lands held treasures that could connect them to the wider world. Gold, mined from the nearby hills, became the lifeblood of trade. Merchants and caravans traveled far and wide, bringing with them stories of distant lands and goods from as far as China and Persia, beads, porcelain, and silk. Great Zimbabwe became a hub of commerce, a meeting point where cultures and goods intermingled. The people of Great Zimbabwe were not just traders, they were master builders. Around the 13th century, they began constructing the magnificent stone structures that remain awe-inspiring to this day. Without the use of mortar, they placed stone upon stone with precision and artistry, creating towering walls and intricate enclosures. These structures were not merely functional. They were expressions of power, wealth, and unity. Its conical tower, shrouded in mystery, perhaps served as a symbol of political significance. At the heart of this thriving state was its leadership, a ruling class that commanded respect and loyalty. The king, surrounded by advisors and dignitaries, oversaw the affairs of the kingdom from his seat of power within the stone walls. Rituals and ceremonies played a vital role in uniting the people, fostering a shared sense of identity and purpose. But every golden age must contend with the sands of time. By the 15th century, the once flourishing Great Zimbabwe began to face challenges. Overpopulation strained the land's resources, making it harder to sustain the growing population. Shifts in trade routes redirected wealth and goods away from the kingdom, and internal struggles may have further weakened its foundations. Slowly, the people began to disperse, seeking new opportunities elsewhere. The walls that once echoed with life fell silent, standing as solitary witnesses to a bygone era. Today, the ruins of Great Zimbabwe remain one of Africa's most remarkable archaeological sites. The weathered stones speak of a time when human ambition reached for the skies and succeeded. They are a reminder of the ingenuity and resilience of the Shona ancestors whose spirit continues to inspire. As visitors walk through the ancient pathways, they can't help but feel the weight of history, the whispers of a kingdom that defied the odds, and left an indelible mark on the world. This was Great Zimbabwe. Thank you.